young people, when they think about change, you get hung up on thinking that the only change that matters is something big and huge and powerful and mighty, starting your own organization or moving the needle on an initiative. But when you're young, the best thing you can do is, number one, take care of you, because you are the best asset you can invest in at this time. So that means taking care of your space, your health, your education, protecting your heart is an important investment for the bigger picture. And then think about who's around you. Who can you really influence? And everyone can influence someone. Maybe it's a younger sibling, maybe it's a neighbor, maybe it's another girl in a class below you. Because when you think about it, younger kids, they don't necessarily look up to the teacher. They look up to the girl right just above them. Younger girls love teenagers. You are fascinating to young girls. This is the way you carry yourselves. You're just a mystery to them. So when you're a teenager, kids who are in lower levels, you have power over how they see themselves in a way that even I don't, because you have access to them on a regular basis. So I would urge you to think about, who do you have access to right now, today, that is looking to you for guidance. They see you as a role model, because I guarantee you there is someone in your life right now who thinks that the sun rises and sets on every word you say. And I would start talking to them, and I would do small things like bring them with me when I did something unique, taking them to a museum. It's those small gestures that matter. It's not the grand sweeping actions that make change. Change happens every single day with the little interactions that you have with the people in your life. And you can also have an impact on the men in your life, because oftentimes there are fathers or grandfathers or brothers who aren't quite sure that investing in a girl's education is worth it, and some mothers think that as well. Well, you're a living example in your communities of the power of an education. And so vocalize that. Vocalize within your communities what this means to you. Articulate your passion to them. Try to change some hearts and minds so that the next little girls coming up in your communities don't run into the same kind of barriers and the resistance that maybe you experienced, because you're coming back as a success. A parent can see that the investment that you all made in your education is coming back in multiple ways. I say this now, what I can do for my family because I have an education, how I can take care of my mother doesn't have to want for anything, because she placed that investment in me at a young age. And some parents who don't have that experience and are afraid of sending their girls out there aren't thinking further down the road. You can be the example that some of the elders need to see so that they view education differently for their daughters.